Following 2 fumbles in the Cowboys' 28-point blowout loss to the Cardinals, Ezekiel Elliott was quick to accept responsibility, telling reporters, "I'm sorry, this one is on me. I need to be better for this team." So, Shannon, did you like how Zeke accepted blame here?
I did. Skip, he's the leader of the team, and that's what leaders do. They accept responsibility when they don't play well. Normally, you get a lot of praise when you win and you play well, so you have to be willing to take blame and criticism when you don't play well. But because I think the biggest thing is, Skip, Zeke knows that where his defense is right now, he can ill afford to turn the football over. And he gave the Cardinals 2 short fields, and his defense isn't good enough. Skip, I remember in 2000 when I was on that Ravens team with that great defense, we would turn the ball over, and we'd come off the field head down. So don't worry about it. They're not going to score. They're going to punt it right back to you. So get over there, and guess what? 3 plays later, they're punting the ball right back to us. Dallas is not like that. Zeke cannot turn the ball over. At least make them drive and make them drive 80 yards, 90 yards. And therefore, there's a likelihood they could possibly fumble. You get a deflection, even though you don't take the ball away. But you put somebody on a 27-yard field, you put somebody on a 30-yard, 40-yard field, Skip. At worst case, they get 1 first down, they're in field goal range. And so, Zeke, I like what I'm seeing with Zeke. I like the maturity of saying, yep, this was on me. I gagged this one off. I put my team in harm's way. I let them get out to an early lead, knowing they're going to be playing with a lot of intensity, knowing that this is a good football team, Skip. They're a good football team. And you don't want to give that kind of team. They're a young football team. Now, they got some skilled players. They got D-Hop and they got Fitz. But offensively, you look at Kyler, you look at Kenyon Drake. They got some Christian Kirk. There's some young guys. So the one thing you don't want to do is let them get going early. Make them feel bad about themselves, like, nah, this is going to be one of... Next thing, you turn the ball over, it's 7-0, 14-0, 21. You're like, boom. Okay, there goes that. Andy Dalton ain't Dak Prescott. Whatever you might think of Dak, Andy Dalton has never been and ain't going to never be as good as Dak Prescott. I don't care what anybody says.
I agree with that.
And all this notion, they can move on from Dak Prescott and get a friendly deal with Andy Dalton, Jerry Jones would be out of his mind. Andy Dalton can take him anywhere that he wants to go. So I love that Zeke did this. He's absolutely right. He needs to play better. He's going to wear that hat because he's an ultimate professional and knows he must accept responsibility because when things go well, he normally gets a lot of the credit.
I hate to say this, but I cannot tell you how much I disagree with everything you just said.
Oh, you don't think he should have done it?
I'll admit, I'll disqualify myself. I'm an angry fan right now. I am a fan, but I am an angry fan. I wanted to see an ounce of anger from the de facto leader of the team. It was Dak, now it's Zeke.
Right.
He's the best player on the team, left on the team.
Right.
It was too easy what he did after the game. It's like, ho-hum, yeah, you got me. I fumbled, and I can't do that. I got to fix that. That's the attitude it came across.
What you want him to do? Tell me what you want him to do.
I wanted to see authentic, genuine anger. I wanted to see urgency. I wanted somebody to vow this will not happen again. And
They'd be lying.
It will start Sunday at the Washington football team.
They'd be lying, Skip.
He wouldn't be lying. But the problem is he got his money. And I haven't seen that Zeke I used to know and love since he got his money. I'm just telling you, he ain't what he used to be. You keep saying, they got to run the football.
Run it, Skip.
The offense has to run through Ezekiel Elliott, number 21.
But, Skip, they got
to be the bell cow.
Well, they got me, you, and Jenny blocking for him. So how the hell you expect him to get some yards?
That is a problem.
You see the cat blocking for it?
Okay. But if you look at what's happening, he has now gone 6 games this year without even sniffing 100 yards. That's the longest stretch of his career.
He had 91. Didn't he have 91 against the Giants?
He had 91. But this is the longest stretch of his career without 100. And I'm going to remind everybody, his rookie year, he averaged 109 a game, which led the league. And then his second year, he averaged 98, which led, and he averaged 96 his third year, which led the league. And then it fell off to 85, and now it's all the way down at 69 yards a game. That ranks 16th in the NFL. His yards per rush has fallen to 4.1. That ranks 32nd in the NFL. This is the guy you gave $15 million to.
Right.
Right?
But Skip, see, I think what you want to see those big runs that Derrick Henry be trucking off at 260 pounds. That's what you want from Zeke.
Thank you for bringing that up. Derrick Henry currently is averaging 118 a game, and he had, what, 202 the other day?
212.
212, yeah. 118 a game for Derrick Henry, 69 for Zeke. It's just not right. Something's missing here, and it's too easy for him because he got paid. He got his upfront money. He got his guaranteed money. It's too easy to go in and say, y'all got me. You know, yeah, you got me. I can't do that. I got to go fix this. And he goes home and he's got his money and everything's good.
I think it's bothering him, Skip. But you have to understand there's a difference between Tennessee and Dallas. Tennessee is committed. Mike Vrabel is committed to running the football. Are the Cowboys really committed? I think they want to fall back on the run now that they don't have Dak. But are they committed? And now you look at, Skip, look at the guys he got blocking for him. You already said it. The guys that's blocking shouldn't even be in the game.
No. All 5 of them should not be in the game. So I'll give you a little break there. But I'm talking about as the team leader, I'd like to see an ounce of fury where you're just sick and tired of this and you go express that to the media. This is unacceptable.
I know. What I want to see, I want the defensive guys to say, I'm sick and tired of this. And we are not going to let somebody come in here or we're going to go to their building and give up 30 plus. How many times you going to give up 30, Skip? At what point in time, okay, where's D-Law? Where's Jalen Smith? Where are those guys that's going to say enough is enough? I've had it up to here. I'm done with it.
I told you before, under the great Tom Landry, those players dreaded the film sessions after something like this.
Yeah.
Because they're going to have to take drugs to anesthetize themselves just to get through the film. This is back in the 60s and 70s.
Well, Mike Shanahan was like that. We played bad, Skip. I was like, okay, put your turtle shell on.
Yeah, you better. You're going to get it in front of everybody.
Yes.
And it's going to get run back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
Here it is again. Yep. I'm like, hold on. You rewinded it. I didn't make the same mistake twice. That's a rewind. Can you move on?
Under the great Jimmy Johnson, you would have feared for your job after a debacle like this.
Absolutely.
You would have feared the worst because it was going to be hellfire and damnation right between your eyes from Jimmy.
Because
he was a hurricane waiting to happen. Then we've had this parade of milquetoasty coaches leading all the way up to the bullfrog Mike McCarthy. It's just nobody fears Mike McCarthy. He seems as lost as anybody else in the locker room right now. There's not going to be a shakeup. Who's he going to demote?
Shake what?
You've got the equivalent of backups playing all over the football.
Exactly.
Okay. So I needed somebody to show some anger, starting with Ezekiel Elliott, because I think he's got some pride. Anger equals pride. You don't get mad unless you're proud.
Yeah, unless you,
right? Yeah, that's what sparks your anger.
The more you care, the more it hurts.
Yeah, and I wanted to see some backlash from the football team last night, starting with Zeke, and I got,
Skip, he's not a fire and brimstone type of guy. Would I have approached it differently? Yes, but I'm a different type of guy than he is. Zeke is like, I messed up. This is on me. I ain't putting this at no one else's feet, even though our defense is terrible. This is on me. I cannot put our defense in harm's way, knowing that they're struggling right now and they need the offense to possess. The offense need to possess the ball like Kansas City possessed the ball against Buffalo. They need a 37-minute time of possession and limit the defense being on the field.
Yep.